It's live.
Live
in the D with Mr.
BB.
BB.
It's Live in the D with Mr.BB every Thursday at 9 a.m. right here on WVI 107.3 Radio We Can See. Good morning. Yes, we are blessed. Thank you for tuning in. Glad you can make it to another episode of Live in the D with Mr.BB. I'm glad I could make it. It's been a rough morning, but we're here, and we're here for another Thursday. Our guest is here. He is and the local Detroit artist, Terrence, the Real Kampu, and he's going to tell us about his album and a little bit about his journey and how he got into becoming a lyricist and writing poetry and what other things he's doing right here on Live in the D with Mr.BB. Stay tuned.
Live in the D with Mr.
BB.
BB.
It's Live in the D with Mr.BB every Thursday at 9 a.m. right here on WVI 107.3 Radio We Can See. We are back again with our guest, Terrence the Real Kampu, who is here to tell us about his new album dropping in a few days, I believe. Good morning, good morning, Kampu.
Yes. Good morning. Hi, everybody.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
So tell us about your album.
Okay. I've been working on this album, putting singles out over the past year, 2016. Been working with a friend of mine where we used to do early music together, Nick Jones. He produced some of the music on there. I produced some of the music on there as well for some of the singles. The introduction, it has a song called the Cooley, which is all these songs are compiled to is representing a soundtrack that I plan on doing for a movie called Another Cooley High. So this is getting people familiar with it right now. This is not the full soundtrack. It's like an introduction to introduce, promote the upcoming film, when it's done or whatever. But trailers is in the make right now, in the making.
Okay. So tell us, when did you decide and how did you decide to become a lyricist, a poet?
Okay, I had a friend named Adisai when I was 14 in 1994. Don't I sound old?
Okay.
Yeah, he was murdered, when I was 14. That's around when Bone Thugs came out. So I started doing poetry. He inspired me to do poetry from that point. Did a little hip-hop, twisting, Bone kind of inspired me. And then, it kind of got to me a little bit. It was like I knew something like was wrong about, artists coming out with songs about killing people, basically, to be, put it raw.
Right.
So from that point, I started off with poetry, kind of like Tupac. You started off with poetry, went into hip hop, but it's really all the same. It's really all poetry, R&B, pop, whatever you want to call it, reggae. So I developed from there. I had a teenage group called Money Green Players, MGP. We used to like rap in malls and stuff like that.
Okay.
Right. We had a talent show at Cooley High, and then later I had a friend called named Daryl Dorr. He was murdered after he graduated from Cooley after '98, and like around maybe like 2003. We did an underground song in 2000 called Too Young to Die, the original version. We was, doing the underground thing, on the streets and, selling the CDs and getting people familiar with the songs. So it kind of hit me hard with that. It became a reality. Too Young to Die became a reality for me. And his rap name was Mercenary to Black Hearse to make it even worse, Right. So and that's on my Instagram. You can see it on there. The Real Kampu.
Okay.
His picture's on there. He's in a suit, whatever. Yeah. So.
Right. And tell us, so how did you what was your first? I think you might have said that your first poem or your first song.
My first song was so many.
Not long ago, huh?
Like did I like unpublished like?
It was the first thing you wrote at all.
Oh,
first
okay.
Piece of poetry that you was like, okay, this might be. I might have something here. This might be pretty good. Like the first, or do you remember that far?
I can't really remember the title of it. I know it was poetry, but And I can tell you this, I went to the Northwest Activity Center. I had a summer job when I was 14, where I met Ashaki. She a jazz artist now. And they had performing arts and stuff like that, visual arts. And that's what I did, a lot of poetry, you know. For the summer job, they paid the people to do poetry, so that developed me as well. Like my first song title, what I can remember was in '96 was called. It's from the Boys in the Hood soundtrack. I used the jazz from Stanley Clark. It was called Too Many Homies Gone. I used that for like an underground show, you know, when I was to do like family reunions and stuff like that. Yeah, I know the jazz was for Stanley Clark. Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with it. It's real popular for the Boys in the Hood soundtrack.
Okay.
So, yes, sir.
So tell us, what exactly is your process? How do you come up with songs, or like I know you just said that some of the stuff that motivates you is a lot of rappers just talk about killing and or a lot of rappers that you listen to at least talk about killing and whatnot, and you want, but where does your music come from?
Different sources, like God first, you know, gave me the talent. After years of writing, I can remember one time where I had revised it. I think it was the stylistic songs or something, like "You Are Everything," and I'd rather not say how the hook went, but it was clean, you know. Well, the version I have is clean. Yeah, so, but a lot of my writing comes from like I could be walking around in the house, somewhere public, and you know, I just start humming. You know, hook come from me. You know, kind of like Michael Jackson, how he used to come up with songs. He said it's from a universe; they just come to you sometimes. You know, like that.
Right. I understand that. It just comes to you. It's not necessarily just one source. It's a lot of different sources. You said from God to something you might see, or just from the universe coming. So how did you come up, or what is the Real Kampu mean? How did you come up with that?
Okay, right. I was about 15, 16, 96. I was just laying down one day like I need a stage name, and then the name just hit me like Kampu. It sounds like shampoo, but it's spelled right with the not two O's. I was going to spell it with two O's at first, and then I said no, I look better with Kampu.
Right.
And then, you know, later after being with the Son of Man, it's like, you know, I was looking deep into words and attributes and acronyms and, you know, stuff like that. So I came up with the, I know Tupac was in that, he was into those letters that, what do you call those letters that represent words?
Acronyms?
Right, acronyms. That's the word I was looking for. So the acronym came out, KAMPU, keeping all my people unified, because I needed a meaning for it, so and I came up with it, you know, late. And on the later end, in the digital age, now with all these computers and things, and you go online, you see a whole bunch of Kampus, like just all mixed up. Right. Kampu this, that, and you even I even went to my SoundCloud. Everything is the Real Kampu. You know, that's an easy way to find me.
Okay, so that's the easiest way to find you,
right,
is to SoundCloud. That's what's going to be one of our questions. And
well, actually, what I meant was the stage name, The Real Kampu.
The Real Kampu.
Right. I added that on there because of all those additional Kampus, so to identify me from them, you know, because I figured to be the original Kampu, so I would say The Real Kampu.
Okay.
Right. Yes,
okay.
sir. But I'm sorry. Other point I was trying to make was that if you go to The Real Kampu, it's on everything. Like if you go to Instagram, it's the same name for everything, every social media, and you know, things like, you know, Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, Instagram, Facebook, is laid out on everything. That's what I meant by that. So.
Okay, so everything, all of your, and we're going to get to that in a second, but all of your social media outlets are The Real Kampu, whether from Instagram to Facebook, SoundCloud, and probably...
even Twitter.
Right, Twitter.
Yes, sir.
All that is The Real Kampu. So tell us a little bit about the album. Like you said, it's another Cooley High for a movie that you plan to do. So tell us how you came up with the name Another Cooley High, and just a little bit about the album. And I believe we have a video queued up that we can play you can play, and then we can talk about that. But tell us about this album.
Yes, sir. I didn't want to use, even though I went to Cooley High from 94 to 98, I didn't just want to strictly call the album Cooley High. I put another on there because I knew from the original movie, which was Chicago, I believe. I know y'all remember that with the Four Tops soundtrack to that. So I added that part on there by being another Cooley High. Actually was another Cooley High here in Detroit, which is closed down now, right?
Right.
So it's like a memorial remembrance of my experiences at Cooley High. And the song is real versatile. You know, if you go to Reverb Nation, the Real Kampu is like a number 10 right now for the Detroit alternative artists. So it's an alternative indie album, so it's versatile. So it's a mixture of like poetry, hip hop, you know, got even a little rock in there, a little rock sound.
Okay.
I'm a voiceover pop guy, even a touch of country with a 90s song. You know, the song I did called the 90s song, Lavelle Williams, is actually me. Is, you know, I added voiceover characters, you know, right, as singers and people you might want to, I may later bring into movies, you know, basically.
Okay, so we got again, we got that song queued up. So let's check out one of the songs from your album, and then we'll come back and discuss that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's check it out.
The Real Kampu, killing in vain. Here it is, y'all.
Live.
Live.
In the D with Mr.
BB.
BB.
It's Live in the D with Mr.BB every Thursday at 9 a.m. right here on WVI 107.3 Radio We Can See.
Told you my homie Diddy, it's a law for life, Michigan thing. You should put down your cousin, have some fun and recognize that you're killing in vain. Anybody ever told you my homie Diddy, it's a law for life, Michigan thing. You should put down your guns and have some fun and recognize that you're killing in vain. Anybody ever told you my homie Diddy, it's a law for life, Michigan thing. You should put down your guns and have some fun and recognize that you're living in vain, killing in vain. You, killing in vain. You, killing in vain.
Time for a race war. You don't want no race war. Don't do that.
Another going away speech. No more Taliban.
I'm thinking I have going.
Pop goes the Glock, another drop. He sold his soul to the devil. He was balling out of control on another level. They left his body on the grass, took his cash, then they dashed. It's a shame he did not last to graduate from high school. He never was a nice dude. I think you should pay attention, cause in the next minute this can be you. It's not just a rhyme, it's an everyday event. It happens in this day and time. So many brothers are getting lit, getting hit by that 9. Brothers dying, mothers crying. God please, can you please shine the light on me and let us see the future to our society? Or is this how it's meant to be? No escape from heaven, earth. In the dirt, and it's getting much worse.
Breaking news. More videos released on an unarmed black man being murdered by an alleged KKK member. Young black teenage woman was found raped and dead in a abandoned building on the Detroit west side. We'll have a follow-up for you later on this evening.
Coming of the greed and
dreadful day of the Lord. Anybody ever told you my homie Diddy it's a Lord for life Michigan thing? You should put down your guns and have some fun and recognize that you're killing in vain. Anybody ever told you my homie Diddy it's a Lord for life Michigan thing? You should put down your guns and have some fun and recognize that you're killing in vain.
All right, the Real Kampu, that was your song. That was the Real Kampu song, Killing in Vain. So tell us about the song and a little bit about the album. What does that song, what made you come up with that, and what does it mean to you?
I'm hearing hits. The other audio is in my ear.
Yes, sir. So tell us
Okay,
about
I'm
the
sorry.
song.
This was Killing in Vain. It was like a mix, just having over the years, neighborhood friends, you know, anybody grew up in the urban cities of America, period. You know, I know y'all had at least one friend that was murdered by another black man, you know, altercations of violence, whatever, you know, whatever the case may be. That's the reality of it. And, so it's on you to make that choice to, if you want to keep doing songs just for the money, or you going to, you know, drop something on their mind, you know, to inspire them to do better. You know, even in the Tupac movie, he was leaning more towards, you know, unity and, you know betterness of the inner cities of America, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, you keep bringing up Tupac. Is that one of the reasons of how maybe you got into rap, or how did you get into this industry?
Actually, two of my favorite artists was Tupac as solo and Bone Thugs and Harmony. See, my connection with Bone Thugs and Harmony is I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. Moved to Detroit when I was like 2 or 3 years old, 82, 83. Raised on the west side of Detroit. You know, I came up doing like karaoke's and stuff like that. Got experience out in the public. A friend of mine, Henry Robinson, went to Redford. You know, he had an incident where he couldn't get out the car. He burnt up in there. You know, had a little accident. You know. I have a dedication to him on the album. It's dedicated to him. And Daryl Dorr. You know.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we have another song queued up from the album called Like a 90s Song. What can you tell us about that?
A 90s song, that's one of the latest songs and singles I released. iTunes and everywhere, Spotify streaming, YouTube. I'm introducing myself as a country singer. You know, I sound like a real hillbilly, really, to be honest with you. Lavelle Williams was part of my middle name.
Right.
It's my country name. You know,
sir.
so like if you just picture Eddie Murphy doing one of his characters in the movie. And then I could, take it to the next level like that. That's how I'm trying to take it to the next level eventually. So I'm introducing my, how if a person don't have money to sign people like, or pay all the artists you would like to, because people can't always work for free. They got to take care of their families and stuff like that. So I say, okay, if it's all me and God gave it to me, I'm going to use it, develop some characters.
Okay, so let's check out Like a 90s Song.
Sure.
Barbaric way of selling drugs.
Real Kampu, Nick Rossi, country singer, Lavelle Williams, up in here. Yeah. We're gonna drop it on y'all like this with a 90s style flavor, classic flavor. Yeah. Come on.
And I'm singing R&B like a 90s song, like a 90s song. Come on, come on. Yeah, I'm singing R&B like a 90s song, like a 90s song. Come on. Got 'em singing R&B like a 90s song, like a 90s song. Come on. Girl, I'm singing country like a country song, like a country song. Come on. Got 'em singing R&B like a 90s song, like a 90s song. Come on. Girl, I'm singing country like a country song, like a country song. Come on. Girl, I'm singing country like a country song, like a country song. Girl, I'm singing country like a country song, a country song. From the R. Kelly to the Leah, TLC to Machiavelli, yeah. Will a lady notice me if I was on Bell Live playing Jodeci, yeah. Or Michael Jackson song, or Tony Braxton song, or Tony Terry song, yeah. Tony Tone's anniversary song, yeah. And got 'em singing R&B like a 90s song, like a 90s song. Come on, come on. Got 'em singing country like a country song, like a country song. Got 'em singing R&B like a 90s song, like a 90s song, 90s song. Come on. Got 'em singing 90s like a 90s song, like a 90s song, 90s song. Singing 90s like a bone thug song. It's a boy, Val Williams, yeah. Michigan City Slicker, yeah. It's a Michigan thing, yeah.
Okay. So, that was like a 90s song by the Real Kampu. Do you come up with voices in other I don't know what exactly to call it, maybe other alter egos a lot? How does that fit into your music as far as you as a lyricist, and then it seems like you maybe trying to get into a bit of a comedy?
Right. That's one of my other talents. You know, like God gave me voiceover talent. I was inspired by comedians like especially Eddie Murphy. You know, watching his movies over the years, hearing them seeing them do different characters and voices. And then I got to give a shout out, besides Eddie Murphy, Bill Cosby, because he showed me how to do it the clean way. He never turned back. You know, he was being himself, just like I am. So I'm like that with the comedy and the music. You know, when people was selling out for the dollar, you know, I kept it, you know, just kept it real. I can even go back to the Diddy thing, you know, like I actually came up with that concept before P. Diddy. A lot of people who bought the single, you know, back in '99, before he introduced himself as P. Diddy, know about that. That's exclusive underground there. You know, shout out to P. Diddy. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And before we have to go, I just have to before we go, and thank you for your music and coming in with us. Tell us, what are your like 3 top poets, lyricists, rappers out there that not only motivated you but your favorites?
Going back to Tupac, Bone Thugs and Harmony, R&B. Some of the people you heard on that song was some of my favorite R&Bs of the '90s. I like old school artists too, Earth, Wind and Fire, Michael Jackson. You know, especially, he was real inspirational artist from pop R&B. You know, showed that alternative twist to it. So.
You're not one of your favorite artists? You're not one of your own favorite artists?
I am. I thought you was just saying besides me.
No,
yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
No, you included in that. I'm just messing with you though. Tell us again your social medias. How can we find you? How can people find your music? How can they contact you if they want to book you or ask you some questions?
You can contact me, especially through I'm gonna spell it out for you. TheRealKampu. The Real Kampu. That's on everything. SoundCloud, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, just everything. The Reverb Nation.
Okay.
YouTube as well.
Okay. So people that again is The Real Kampu. TheRealKampu. The Real Kampu on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, Verb Nation. And you heard him here first. When does your album drop?
This album, actually, I've been dropping singles, single after single, right? So this the full album is expected to drop early July. Early July. I want to get it out before the holiday, but it's a lot of like digital paperwork, if you know what I mean.
All right. Well, we'll be looking for that album. What's the name of the album again?
It's called Another Cooley High.
Another Cooley High by the Real Kampu between in the next few weeks in early July. Thank you.
Is it okay if I send my email?
Yeah, go
Booking
ahead.
email. Booking email is therealterrencekampu@gmail.com. TheRealTerrance, the KAMPU, therealterrencekampu@gmail.com. Only clean avenues, no bars and nothing like that. I don't, you got some theaters, that's like lit up like that. It's all good.
Okay. The Real Kampu, you heard it here first, people. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. Thank you.
KAMPU News. An alleged sniper opened fire at Kampu keeping out conflict confirmed that 2 police officers dead, 3 injured. It's a Michigan thing.
Killing in vain. Killing in vain. Anybody ever told you my homie Diddy? It's a law for life, Michigan thing. You should put down your guns and have some fun and recognize that you're killing in vain. Anybody ever told you my homie Diddy? It's a law for life, Michigan thing. You should put down your guns and have some fun and recognize that you're killing in vain. Anybody ever told you my homie Diddy? It's a law for life, Michigan thing. You should put down your guns and have some fun and recognize that you're living in vain, killing in vain. You, killing in vain. You, killing in vain.
You might not think it's time for a race war. No, you don't want no race war. Don't do that.
Another going away beat. No more Taliban.
I think you might have going there.
Pop goes the Glock, another drop. He sold his soul to the devil. He was balling out of control on another level. They left his body on the grass, took his cash, then they dashed. It's a shame he did not last. To graduate from high school, he never was a nice dude. I think you should pay attention, cause in the next minute, this can be you. It's not just a rhyme, it's an everyday event. It happens in this day and time. So many brothers are getting lit, getting hit by that 9. Brothers dying, mothers crying. God please, can you please shine the light on me and let us see the picture to our society? Or is this how it's meant to be? No escape from heaven, earth. In the dirt, and it's getting much worse.
Breaking news. More videos released on the unarmed black man being murdered by alleged KKK members. Young black teenage woman was found raped and dead in an abandoned building on the Detroit's west side. We'll have a follow-up for you later on this evening.
In the words of Martin Luther, might have seen the glory of the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Anybody ever told you my homie Diddy? It's a law for life, Michigan thing. You should put down your guns and have some fun and recognize that you're killing in vain. Anybody ever told you my homie Diddy? It's a law for life, Michigan thing. You should put down your guns and have some fun and recognize that you're killing in vain. You killing in vain. You killing in vain.
All right. We are back again. That was the Real Kampu song "Killing in Vain." You can find that on YouTube and Reverb Nation. We have Abdul Muhammad, who is ready to give us his quote of the day. Abdul is ready to give us his quote for the day. What you got for us, Abdul?
Music is a well within itself, with a lens we all can stand.
Say that for us one more time.
It says, music is a well within itself, with a lens we all can understand.
Music is a world within itself with the word we can all understand. Okay, Abdul, thank you for your quote of the day. And as always, people,
Yes, sir.
follow our social medias at It's Mr.BB, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. At It's Mr.BB, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and you can find us and ask us questions. And now, up next, we have our song of the day, It Ain't Me by Selena Gomez and Kygo. Thank you, and thank you for everyone who participated in our weekly song challenge. And be sure to participate next week. This is Live in the D with Mr.BB.
It's live.
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 In the D with Mr.
BB.
BB.
It's Live in the D with Mr.BB every Thursday at 9 a.m. right here on WVI 107.3 Radio We Can See.